Hi, I'm Sarah, and you're watching Can Sarah DIY It? Today, I'm working on a passion project. So this is something that I have wanted to do for a while, and it has kept being pushed to the back burner because I've had other things that I needed to do. You know, one of those things that you want to do for a long time, but you just can't make time for. Well, I made time for it this week. I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait to show you how it went. It's not perfect, but for a first try, I'm really thrilled with how it turned out. So I'm participating in the plaid collab, which I do every time we have it because I am a plaid ambassador. I do love plaid products. I will include the playlist in my description box, or maybe not in my description box, it might be in my comments. Make sure to watch the rest of the playlist because all of the creators are incredibly talented and are going to be featuring plaid products that are really fantastic, and we're kind of going to be using our favorite stuff. So, ready, set, let's go. I bought this standing mirror, I want to say maybe 2 years ago. It's been sitting in that room, in the closet, in a box for 2 years. I am going to be trying to turn it into something that looks like it would be coming from Anthropologie. If you haven't seen any of these other creators doing any of these Anthropologie dupes, they are doing this based on this gorgeous dresser. There's a few different pieces from Anthropologie that have this look where it looks like these florals are carved out of wood, and they're outrageously expensive. Well, I wanted to create that look, but on my standing mirror. So that's where I started. Okay. First thing I did was I put down a coat of chalk paint by Folk Art Home Decor from Plaid, of course. And I just did one coat, and I wasn't super neat about it, which I have some regrets about that. And so I laid down a coat of Oatmeal, which is the color I used. And if I was gonna go back, I would have cleaned up the chalk paint before I started applying the molds that I used. I used 2 of my IOD molds, and I will link those in my description box. What I used is I used this clay called paper clay. I have seen other creators using resin, like quick curing resin. I've seen people using air dry clay. This is the material that I chose to use, and I really enjoyed working with it, and I had very minimal cracking, and I was really happy with the outcome. So this is the material I worked with, and again, I'll link that, and I will link the 2 molds that I used for this project. IOD has fantastic molds, and there are a bunch to choose from. So if you have a vibe, like something in your head where you want to create another, like a different type of look for your project, mirror, dresser, any type of piece of furniture that you want to do, you can find your vibe, trust me. So after the paint dried, I let it dry overnight, I started creating these molds. What you have to do is you have to dust the molds with cornstarch in between every single mold. If you try and do 2 molds, like if you try and like make one of the flowers and then do another flower without doing the cornstarch, it's gonna stick and it's gonna be a nightmare. So do what I'm telling you to do. Put that cornstarch in there. It's gonna make your life better. So you basically just press it in there as hard as you can, and then you kind of rub towards the outside, and it helps you get a clean line. The molds are made in that way where like you can rub to the edge and it'll like give you that crisp, clean line. And then you kind of bend the mold, and that's how the clay will come out. and then you can lay it on your piece. But I use tacky glue that I got from the Dollar Tree. You can use wood glue. You can use, I mean, you could use a lot of different adhesives. The tacky glue is just what I had, and I had wood glue, but I don't know. The tacky glue is just what I chose to use because I was gluing onto the mirror and not just wood, so I kind of wanted to use that glue. So I started gluing it on, and I had zero plan. Like, I was like, I'm just gonna go for it and see what happens to me and this mirror. When I say that I have regrets about not cleaning up the paint, I thought that because I was going to be painting the molds that I put on, that I was going to be able to clean the paint up afterwards. It ended up being a big like struggle to get into the little spaces. So what I would recommend for you and anyone trying this project is to clean, like use a razor blade, or be better than me, safer than me, or put tape down, or whatever your method is, and keep that mirror clean, because I would have had an easier time had I done that. But I got through it. So after I got all my molds set and put down, then I went in with my oatmeal paint, and I went in and I painted all of the molds, all the florals, all the vines and everything in the oatmeal color. At that point, I did a second coat on the mirror, the frame, and I did a second coat on the stand for the mirror. I had done a first coat on the stand as well when I painted the frame of the mirror. I let all that dry for a decent amount of time. I didn't wait overnight. I think I just let it dry for a few hours, and then I went in with white wax from Jolie, and I really did a hearty amount of white wax, and then I buffed it all. And so on the frame of the mirror, it's just a nice, strong, solid top coat. On the florals and everything, the wax is in the details, so when you look at it, you can see the petal details, the leaf details, and that's what I wanted. I wanted it to have a vintagey, like floral, earthy kind of vibe, and I'm really, really thrilled with I'm in love with what happened and how it turned out. I'm really, really thrilled with how it looked. When I went back in, I cleaned things up with a razor blade. I actually did this before I applied the wax. I went in with a razor blade, I cleaned the edges as best I could, and then I went in with a paintbrush and some alcohol, and I tried to clean things up even more, and with some other tools. And the tacky glue, some of that came out, and I had to sort of get some of that out. But overall, there are some spots that I think could be cleaner, and I think I might eventually go back in and try and clean those up. But honestly, it's for me, and I love it the way it is. I'm definitely gonna do more of this because I love this and I think it is so beautiful. And I wanna try and maybe do some pieces for sale. And when I do that, I will do those extra steps. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I hope that you like it too. I hope that it inspired you to make something, try something new, you know, that kind of thing. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed it so much. I loved making it. Again, this was a passion project for me, so I enjoyed every step of the way. And there were difficult parts. It took me a long time. It took me all week to make this. And making those molds is no joke. It takes a long time to do that, but worth it. I'm just so happy. It's everything I thought it was going to be and more. So make sure to go to the playlist link, which is going to be in my comment section, and go look at all the rest of the videos. There is a prize, okay? And it is a gift away of goodies, plaid products. Yes, we love plaid products. My secret word is Folk Art Home Decor Chalk Paint. You can just put chalk paint or Home Decor Chalk Paint, whatever you want. I'll know what you mean. And that will enter you in for a chance to win the big grand prize of plaid products, like a big gift away of plaid products, which is so amazing. Big, huge thank you to Annie from Indiana Jones for hosting this collab each time. So make sure to check her out. If you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. I am growing and learning a lot, and I would love to have you come along on the journey with me. Thank you so much. Make sure to try new things. Goodbye.